other devices on your screen, right?
Right, and I don't know how to do that. I haven't learned how to do that quite yet.
Or even like so go to you have your phone with you?
I do.
So go to the home page.
Well, we're about to play in like a second. I can't really.
Do you see the little weather area that has the weather app?
Like, yeah, I know where the weather app is. Yeah.
No, but it like has, it's not opened on your screen full screen, but it's partial screen at the top.
No, mine's just the weather app. Mine, you gotta click on it. I don't have anything at the top.
Do you even know how widgets work?
No, I don't know how that works. That's why I said the widgets for you guys were a big thing, but like I don't use widgets on my phone.
I highly recommend you do because they're very useful. But just look up a YouTube video on how to get them. They're not hard.
I'm just dumb. But
yeah, you are.
Well, I'm not.
But I feel like iOS 15 didn't offer. It didn't offer what iOS 14, 13, and 12 all offered, because they all had unique, specific things that made sense,
Right. I get that.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
Any other question?
No, but let's talk about another topic. Let's pick something else and just talk about it. Let's go. Let's just go. You pick the topic.
Did you hear about Windows 11?
I did hear about that, but I don't know what to believe about Windows 11.
Yeah, I have not used it or seen it, or I've only heard of it. I know that it's supposed to be coming soon, unless it's already out for beta. I don't really know. I'm kind of eager to see what Microsoft has done with it, but at the same time, I don't really. Personally, I feel like it's too soon to be rolling out a new version of Windows.
Really? You think it's too soon?
Well, considering how quickly between Windows 7 and Windows 8 and then the Windows 10.
I thought Windows 10 was supposed to be the last thing of Windows.
Oh, no. No. My question is, what is it? Here's a real question. What is it with these companies skipping 9?
Well, I mean, if you think about Windows, didn't they skip, it was XP, then Windows 7. What happened to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6? Just saying, they skipped 6 numbers to begin with.
The reason for that is because, if I'm not mistaken, Windows 7 came out in 2007. Right? Let me verify.
Yeah.
Excuse me, 2009. Windows 10 came out in 2015. So that's a 5-year difference.
Did you see my message in Discord?
What time? What year is it? 21.
21.
So, okay. Oh, what the heck? What's this?
That's what you think it is.
Screw you!
What is?
I can't say things now.
No, I want you to see things. As long as it's not...
I can't say wrong thing.
No politics is what I'm trying to tell you,
I can't...
Otherwise you not look at hey, it's cool. I just want to go with it. I don't know what we were talking about.
I've been streaming for it.
We were talking about iOS 15.
How long?
iOS 15 update.
Ah, okay.
I just figured we'd stream something tonight. I wanted to we've had good games tonight on bedwars.
Yeah. I don't want Apple to come kill me because I feel like they will. Anyways.
No, they don't know. They don't have your YouTube channel. It's only mine.
In my opinion, back to iPhone 12 was a flop Reason I say that is because of the 5G capability. It drained the battery. The battery turned to crap, and I truly believe that is the failure of iPhone 12.
Okay, let's get to the next. I got the next subject. Okay, you mentioned this, and I'm going to go off this. Thoughts on 5G?
Okay. I can't personally say I've used 5G because I'm still on iPhone 11.
Oh, so you don't have 5G like I do yet?
Well, I have a thing called 5GE, which is, in a way, I guess the start of 5G, but honestly, it's not real. I mean, I'm sure there's realness to it, but I haven't seen the difference to 5GE compared to actual 5G.
Oh, okay. But you don't think it's a bad thing, like everyone, like all the conspiracy theories?
Well, the issue is with Apple as an example for 5G, because aren't they? I might be wrong, but isn't Apple the only manufacturer with 5G capability?
No, Samsung has 5G.
Do they?
They do.
Well, I can only speak for Apple and say that their 5G, at least on iPhone 12, was one of those things where the actual service hurt the battery. And, 5G is very powerful, as you know. And what's happened is with the iPhone 12, I don't think Apple engineers really expected it to happen, but the battery usage became significant, which drained the battery and killed the battery health because it used so much of the battery.
Right.
And, I think the iPhone 12 was basically a fix for that. Or 13, excuse me. iPhone 13 was a basic fix for the problems that iPhone 12 had, which is why I think iPhone 13 would be much more successful when it comes to features like that. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, you jump down. I got an axe. Go! Jump!
Next question.
Get the blue and help me.
Coming.
Jump! I have an axe, you don't have an axe. Why jump with the axe, they're gonna kill me. Yes, we have the firewall, they know we're here. You jump, I'll take the bed. Do you have an axe?
Me?
No. This other guy, just distract him, I have an axe, and I'll jump on the piece of wood right here, break the bed, and we'll kill him. Oh, wait,
I'll do it.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, this is green. No, wait, blue doesn't have a bed. What the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? They don't have a bed, dog. They don't have a bed. They don't have a bed, dog.
Oh, their bed's dead. Heh, you get him. I got this dude up top.
He's dead. I thought they had a bed. I was trying to take their bed out. I was like,
He's out. Yeah.
okay, sorry.
Okay, so what was your next question?
I don't have one. I just figured we're going to think about the worst.
Did you not have another question?
Not ready at this point, no.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Okay, I'm ready.
Thoughts on the current state of Minecraft. Go.
Could be better. I think the community right now is hurting right now, the Minecraft community. I think with Technoblade's recent battle with cancer, I think that's hurting the community a bit. Prayers for Techno.
Technoblade does not determine the outcome of a block game.
I don't know. It'd be sad to lose him because he's big in the community, and we're
so he's too insensitive, but Technoblade does not define the basics of Minecraft. He doesn't define the game. He never created the game. The only thing he has is his YouTube and the legacy of his YouTube. There is no actual in-game legacy that he has. So, in my opinion, he's not really that important to Minecraft. I'm sorry.
I'll second the legacy thing. I totally no, you're wrong.
What did you say?
He has a legacy on Hypixel.
But Hypixel, here's the thing. Hypixel's so big. One person can't have a legacy. Do you see people talking about Technoblade on Hypixel?
If he's online, yeah.
If he's online. Do you hear them talking about him when he's not online?
Today, yes, because I was on his island today on Skyblock.
You went to him. I'm talking about just in general.
Not really. But, I mean, he is like the bedwars. He holds the record for most win streaks in bedwars. He does hold.
I don't think so. I know that there's a group that does, but I don't know if he's in it or not.
No, he has the most solo wins in bedwars. It's almost 2,000 wins.
I don't know if I really believe that, but okay.
There's video evidence. Look him up. Look him up. Win streak. 2,000.
I applaud his achievements, but once again, just because he's good does not mean he's a part of the legacy.
I mean, he is the only pig plus on the server.
Okay, no one cares about a pig. You're a pig.
Well,
I'm kidding, that's mean, I'm sorry.
thank you.
Oh, here's a controversial topic. James Charles, what do you think about him?
I've stayed out of the loop. I don't know what's going on right now with him.
He's been the MIA for about 6 months now. Ever since the child grooming allegations.
Maybe he's in jail.
I don't think so. But what's your thoughts on the matter?
Oh, I've told you this many times. I think it's terrible. Even with.
Do you think he's guilty? Do you think he actually groomed minors?
Yeah, I do.
Really? You really think he did?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree that he did. I mean, obviously, me personally right now, I don't have proof, but I do know that there is valid proof that he has. And there's an Invis dude.
Where?
He's going to the base. He's going to the base. I got him. I see him. Hey, sucker, you're not Invis anymore, bro. Heh, loser. Screw you. Anyways,
I'm gonna say this, and this is probably forgive me, YouTube. A lot of people who are in that community, and you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, makeup community.
The LGBTQ plus.
Jeez, what are you gonna say?
A lot of them do very, very shady stuff. Like Palace Network.
For the record,
Palace
that's
Network.
not to be homophobic, correct?
No, I got nothing against them.
I mean, I definitely, I see where you're coming from. Historically, they're the ones. Obviously, they have gone through some crap, you know, just like, you know, they've been treated not fairly or equal, but at the same time,
that, but I don't know if I don't know.
They also, yes, they do tend to, at least those who are in the spotlight who are popular. Not everyone, I can't speak for everyone, but the Shane Dawsons and the James Charles of the world, two prime examples of people who have done things that have been very wrong.
Do you think they get away with it because they're YouTuber? Like big name money, or what? I had a conversation yesterday actually about how corrupt the court systems are in the U.S. And I don't know if you want to even take that one to heart or even talk about that right now. But we had a very, very interesting conversation.
I mean, this is one of those things where you have to think about this. What kind of court system are they going to? Are they going to a court in Hollywood, or are they going to a federal court in Washington, D.C.?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing that gets me, and this is something that happened, I guarantee it. I know, I actually, there's stuff that it's just known. But if you give a judge $50,000 to $100,000 under the table and be like, hey, this is my client, here's $100,000, let him off easy, give him like a year, or like let him go, the judge is gonna take the money and be like, I just made $100,000. I guarantee it.
Yeah. I think far too often what happens is cases like these, especially when it's somebody famous,
got money.
Listen, what I think tends to happen is people who are famous, when you're in the victim of a crime from a famous person, it becomes one of those things where if you speak out, you could be in trouble.
Yeah.
People will be on you for the rest of your life. And I truly believe that what tends to happen is people just disregard. They, something happens like that. They disregard publicly that any of that happened, and they just continue with their life.
Yeah.
And what begins to happen is people then assume that there was no problems. Therefore...
no! Oh, that's you. I was like,
Therefore, typically, you don't see people going to court. You don't see people getting arrested. You don't see people getting charged with any federal or even local or state crime.
Can I say something? I'm gonna make you change your mind. 6ix9ine.
But that's one example.
But
that's one person. Do you know how many people there are on the earth? The issue we have is, low profile, high profile, it doesn't matter. There are cases and crimes that go unsolved. There's things that happen that people ignore, or things are disregarded to a point where the law can't touch you, basically.
So what do we do as a country to fix that? Because that's something we need to, that's pretty serious if you would, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it starts, just like everything, it starts with a conversation. Everything starts with a conversation. Because without a conversation, you can't achieve progress without a discussion. So, with that, really the only solution is to first have a discussion about the problem, and then identify a solution. Or at least break ground on a solution that could be satisfactory in the state of mind that you might be in. Because too often, people see things, stuff happens, and it just gets disregarded. And that's where problems start to arise,
Right.
Now here's a question I have for you, and I actually just wrote an essay on it. I want to hear your opinion. What's your thoughts on the mental health of the world? Do you believe it's a systemic problem, or do you believe, what do you believe?
It's a problem that we can't fix.
Elaborate.
I don't know about where you live. I know where I live, we don't have mental health places around here to get help for the people who need help. We don't have doctors. We don't have facilities to treat anybody. So it's a big issue, but we can't treat it. We basically have to look at people and be like, "Hey, we can't help you. We're sorry. Don't fuck the."
Right. So, actually, that's a good point because I just wrote an essay about, because I'm doing it for college. Yeah, I wrote an essay about viewpoints and challenges that society faces that some people see while others challenge the idea, right? Or in my case, that I see that people challenge my idea, because that's a very common thing as people, that we challenge each other's thoughts and ideas on things. So my topic was mental health in America, and how what's happened is, as you said, stuff's not widely available.
No, I guarantee you it's not available.
We're at a point where, although it's becoming a systemic problem, there's not enough resources to solve the problem. And people are ignoring the issue, which is then driving, the suicide rates and the drug use rates through the roof, therefore causing major problems in everyday people's lives, which is sad to think that that's where we're at. But at the same time, back to what I said, we need to have a conversation, or there won't be progress.
Right. And then we're so far behind, though. The next question you gotta ask is, how do we get ahead? How do we treat the millions of Americans that need the help now, that can't get the help because we don't have facilities for the help?
I think. Okay.
Deep down, I guarantee you, and where I live, anyways, there's at least a couple million people who need help.
A couple million? I think there's probably 1 billion people that actually need help. Well, and to be honest, I think we're at a point now where we need to be able to have people connect with each other with similar problems in almost focus group type of settings that will provide closure to their problems, as well as help others with with those same issues,
Right. I think this is life. My biggest regret I have in life right now, and I'm young, obviously, but I went out to DC for a conference. Okay, I think I told you about. We went out to DC and we had to make a leadership plan. I'm going with the FFA. We're making our leadership plans for how we want to change our communities. And I had a few ideas, and my first idea was helping with suicide prevention in my community. I struck that down because I said, there's no issue with suicide in my community.
Well, let me just say this now.
Wait.
Let me just do this. Let me say it.
Yep, say it.
Most of the time, suicide is because of depression, anxiety, and other mental health
but get this. I fly back home. 3 days later, I'm flying back home. I get home. My best friend committed suicide.
Yeah.
I was like, wait.
Suicide.
That got me. Like, mentally, I was like, what? You know what I mean? And that still messes with me to this day because, I said, I thought, nah, we don't have a suicide issue with, kids that are. And then I was like, wait a second. You know what I mean? I laugh about it. It was something that really messed with me because, he was still alive when I got home. He was on, life support and stuff, so they did the walk of life. And I saw him alive, but he was brain dead. On 4th of July, he just took every pill he saw. And brain dead. Sad, terrible thing. But for, you know what I mean? That's so much for me. By the way, what up, Arlo? Please, I see you in chat. I see the hi. I see that we got a viewer. This is just me and Dr. kind of throwing ideas off. I see you, so if you want to chime in, I'll say something.
What's up about chat?
Yeah, what up, chat? I got you, chat. I see you. Okay.
But in my opinion, I feel like we're at a point in life and society where we don't have discussions. I think one major thing, anxiety and depression is very common in teenagers and young adults.
Can I? Okay.
Here's the thing. Most kids go through school.
Oh yeah, hopefully all kids go to school, I hope.
The idea, in my opinion, in order to enact change, is to start in school.
Right.
I think, obviously bullying is a problem. That's another systemic problem that needs to be solved before we can fix the overall issue, because that causes mental trauma as well. But
you know what the biggest thing I was bullied for in school was?
What?
This. Being live right now. YouTube. People thought it's just like, man, day and day. I was bullied every day in high school. Every day. Every day. No one listened. I tried to fight it with the school, but the school saying they have no bullying, no tolerance.
See, bullying is a problem. And it's initiatives on TV saying, "Oh, stop bullying." Well, that's not going to start the conversation.
Okay, here's my next bullying thing, okay? When I was in D.C., I was with 400 people, okay? This trip is like the top of the top in the FFA to go to. It's Washington Leadership Conference. You can look it up. I'm there with 400 people. It goes for 8 weeks because every state, goes. So we had a poll one night, and one of the questions were, how many people were bullied day in, day out? And out of all the FFA people, all very successful, big time farm, you know what I mean? Big time, got good books, straight A's, except maybe that was dumb. Can you guess the percent of how many kids were bullied?
90%.
It was like 85, and I jaw dropped. I was like, wait a second. We're in this big thing. We're all in D.C. right now because we're good enough to go to D.C. for a week. Like, these are paid trips. Like, they pay for you to go on this trip that I'm on. Pay for the meals, my hotel, you know what I mean? Charter buses, tickets, you know what I mean? Entertainment, they pay for all of that. Because we went on the trip. And 85% of people were bullied that the school paid to take on the trip. Blew my mind.
I don't think people really realize
how bad it is.
How many people are affected. It's not a small group.
Kids.
I just a quick estimate. I could probably say 75 to 80% of American kids 13 to 18 are probably bullied every day.
Oh, if not more.
And there's no textbook solution to this. What do you do to fix the problem?
There's nothing you can.
I died.
Oh jeez.
That's not true. There is things you can do, but it's obvious that they're not willing to spend time on those problems, which
I'm dead too.
Which now starts another conversation of, is school in the academic field providing real life problems and solutions to problems that we face every day?
No, and I'm gonna say that right now.
Correct.
You think about it.
They're preparing for hypothetical problems and hypothetical questions that you could see in the workplace. They're not preparing you.
Can I ask you two questions real fast? You're graduating this year. I think I can say that without getting mad. Do you know how to do taxes?
I do.
Did you learn that at school or from your parents?
But I didn't learn in a school setting.
No? Did you? Out of school, have you learned about the stock market in school yet?
Nope.
Does the public education take
I learned by myself outside of school.
Exactly same.
I know. Here's another thing.
Why are we talking this in school?
Here's a question for you. Did you learn how to tie your shoes in school?
No. I learned
Did you learn how to type in school?
What?
Did they teach you how to type?
To type? Oh, yeah.
Proficiently?
Yeah, but I don't do it because I was already so bad. Listen, they taught me how to type after, like, Axcraft was a thing. We were coding servers, okay? I still go to my way of typing. Like, yeah.
I didn't know how to type until I did Minecraft.
That's what I learned, and, like, they didn't teach us that until 8th grade.
That's how I learned as well, because it's one of those things where you're required to succeed, you're required to type, which builds on itself just like math. You know, if you learn how to type, then your grammar skills increase. If your grammar skills increase, your composition skills will increase as well, which also drives your success in writing essays and paragraphs for other topics.
By the way, we got way off the topic of bullying, but, like, I'm cool with it, but I'm just saying, like...
But that's the point. That's the point of these conversations.
To stem them off, yeah, you're right.
So, but back to our original topic: depression, anxiety, mental health problems. It's a systemic problem.
Oh,
It's a problem that's in the system of the world and how we function. And the solution to that, I believe, is having a conversation in school and in the workplace where typically they're not happening. Instead of selecting individuals who could be having issues to see a guidance counselor, I think that's wrong. I think it needs to be in a group setting that everybody is mandatory to talk about. You know, because you never really truly know what's happening in somebody's personal life.
No. Could be alcohol, could be drugs, could be the mom being the debt. You know what I mean? It's one of those...
There are a magnitude of things that could be wrong in somebody's life that, say, their best friend does not have. You know, and it's reflective on society that we obviously haven't had the conversation.
Right.
Because if we have had the conversation as a community in this society, we would have found these problems and we would have found a band-aid to solve these problems. Instead, people turn to antidepressants, which become addictive, and then eventually it becomes to the point where they want more. And more becomes narcotics and drugs that are addictive and fatal. You know, it's to that point where people try to get help, but one, it's not affordable, and two, it's not even accessible.
Do you think that's why they legalized in a lot of states cannabis?
I think it depends. Medically, maybe, but when it comes to recreational, I don't think so. The recreational part, I truly believe, is for money and for a money purpose only. Medically, varies depending on the state. I know that some states taxed it extreme while other states didn't, and I think, you know, some people do need it. I can say that. I don't think it should be a recreational product. I feel like it causes more problems than it does solve problem.
Think so?
Yeah.
What do you mean by problems? I'm not sure what you mean, but, like, reiterate what you said. Financial,
I know that recreational, depending on where you purchase it, if you don't go to a dispensary, the chances of it being laced with, you know, other illegal substances that could easily kill you are significantly higher. And the problem is people are looking for a cheap way through. So they don't always typically go... Incoming base. They don't typically go to a dispensary where they can legally purchase it.
Right.
They purchase it on the street, which it could be laced with other major drugs like fentanyl that can and will kill you with a combination of more fatal, severe drugs.
I killed him, but I died.
But to answer your question, personally, I don't believe cannabis actually will solve the problem of stress and anxiety. I mean, in mental health, I know that people somehow believe that vaping does, but studies have shown that actually vaping increases your problems. It doesn't reduce them.
Are you talking about like vaping cannabis or like the nicotine jewel pods?
Vaping in general, specifically jewel pods and nicotine, yes.
I can say I've never vaped nicotine or vaped.
What was that? Can you repeat that?
I've never vaped before, which is a very positive thing. I've never vaped before. Good story. I'm not.
I haven't either, and I don't plan on it because I know that studies have shown that actually vaping nicotine increased stress, increased anxiety, increased depression, and also increased other possible conditions that are not healthy.
But you know that. Think about it. That's what they want, though. That they don't want major tobacco companies doesn't want you to see that. That's why you're addicted to the product. You know what I'm trying to say here? Like, it's like pharma. They don't want you to be cured of cancer. They don't want you to be cured of any major issue. They want you to keep coming back.
Right. They want you to keep doing it for money. And that's why it's important to have conversations. To discuss the problems in society that are not being discussed. There are so many issues in our world today that weren't in our world 20 years ago. We could fix these problems by having a simple conversation with each other in society about what we can do to improve them. You know, like, it shouldn't get to a point where the suicide rate quadruples to have a conversation.
But it's going to happen.
It's started to happen, and it's going to continue progressing to that point unless something is done. Sadly, some people mask over the fact that this is a true problem and that it needs to be talked about, you know?
Right, and then it's such a big issue. It's like, where do you go? How do you start? How does one person start a major confrontation like this? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's a big conversation to have.
Well, here's how I think will happen. You need to start in your field of academics. That's where you start. It's important that it's brought up in the academic field first, because along with subjects, it can create growth, and it can also develop into a bigger idea and a bigger picture that more people can visualize and can imagine, and to hopefully make a difference in their communities, and then it will begin to spread into other communities, which ultimately will hopefully start a change.
Hopefully.
But another way of doing it, Washington, D.C.
Yeah, but that's a mess.
But there's one thing that politicians all agree with. Mental health is important.
Oh,
it's an important thing. That's a bipartisan fact that everyone will always agree with you on. Mental health is important, and it's important that we stay healthy and happy. If we can't achieve that, that's where we have problems in our world, and that's where people begin to die. So, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick before I die. I'm going to start the next game, though.
Okay, just run. So yeah, hi sweetheart. And no one's here, it's okay. Yeah, it's just such a big topic to unfold. I'm the only MVP++. This is the quiet part of the stream, guys, where we do some ASMR. How are we doing tonight, guys? Are we okay? How is everything? You mother trucker. No. I was on doctor.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No, you're good, you're good, you're good. I'm just thinking. I was doing some thinking on my own.
I think it's good that we're having this conversation, though.
Yeah, it's fun. It's something I enjoy this
Because
podcast.
this is the start, believe it or not.
Well, hopefully.
And you know, to further build on it, you know, it's one of those things where the new leaders of the world will hopefully help solve these problems.
They won't.
What'd you say?
They probably won't.
Well, I think it depends. It depends on the mindset, it depends on the people, it depends on their passion. If they're passionate, they will.
We're not rushing. Oops.
No.
I didn't roll for nothing. I was going to go rush with you.
What's our next conversation?
I was going to talk about cryptocurrencies next, but,
Oh! Okay, go ahead.
I have 200 Dogecoin in my wallet right now. What's your thought on that? Do you think Elon Musk will take that?
This conversation is not applicable to me because I don't own cryptocurrency.
They're bad to gone, by the way. Okay.
When I can legally invest in stock, I probably will. But as of today, I do not have. Oh, they had an Invis pot.
Did they really?
But as of today, I do not currently own any cryptocurrency.
Okay.
Here's a conversation that I would like to bring up, which obviously it can be taken politically or not. I don't want it to be taken politically, but I want to hear your opinion.
Yeah, we need to kill Blue is what I'm about to tell you. Sorry, Blue is kind of...
Would you like to hear the question?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Climate change.
Oh, I believe...
What's your opinion on it? Do you believe it's a problem? Do you believe it's real, first off? I just want to hear your honest and true opinion about it.
I'm sure it's a thing that we will have to worry about one day. Is it a major deal in my book? No. I feel like suicide and mental health is way more important than climate change. I don't know. I don't. I'm sorry.
You don't believe it's real?
No, not really. Sorry, don't hate me. I'm sorry. It's my take. You asked my honest opinion.
It's a judgment-free zone. I'm not going to judge your opinions.
Oh, you're totally going to judge me.
But personally, I do believe that there is global warming and there is problems within our environment. But
I believe we have
at the same time, if you go out to cities that are attempting to reduce climate change and to solve problems in the already developed environment, you can notice that they really aren't trying. Because if they were truly trying, there wouldn't be 27 million cars on the freeway. There wouldn't be trash everywhere. There wouldn't be factories producing pollution that is destroying the ozone layer. We wouldn't be having the same problems in society now if they truly believe that there's a problem.
Right, and that's how I see it too. If they really see the issue, why
So
haven't they...
if they all truly believe that climate change is real, then do something about it. Don't just leave it. Now, I know that some major corporations like Amazon are making the initiative to start, but it takes more than one person.
Exactly. It's a conversation I guess we all have to have. Like you said, it's something we all got to talk about.
Yep. Political or not, it doesn't. There's a point where stuff does not become political. There's a point where it's not political, and it's just a conversation that needs to be had.
Right.
And it doesn't matter which political party you are and what you believe in. We, as a society, to improve the well-being of our society and our environment, it's important that we have, as we've said many times, and we put an emphasis on it, conversations.
A lot of them.
It's necessary. But to sum up and conclude what I was saying, I do believe there are problems with our environment and society, but I don't believe that we're going to die in 12 years.
Right.
But I do truly believe there are problems that need to be solved. We probably do need to use less plastic, but also we need to use less trees. And, that's another debate that we're having. Mr. Beast's initiative for Save the Trees.
Oh, yeah.
Was it Mr. Beast or was it Keemstar? I can't remember.
Beast.
Mr. Beast's initiative for saving the trees is a positive initiative, but at the same time, it contradicts other initiatives. The Save the Trees thing contradicts the initiative of climate change, and it they say let's use less. What is it? Something for the ozone. I can't remember. But stop driving your car as much. Stop flying on airplanes as much. Things like that. Well, that's just one part of the ecosystem and the environment.
Right.
There's also trees. There's also plastic. There's also other problems that are out there that aren't going to fix themselves.
Right.
And you see like, as an example, the state of California mandating plastic paper straws or reusable straws be used. And although that's smart, it causes another environmental problem.
You're right, cardboard.
That's paper.
Right.
It causes a problem. It will forever cause a problem. So the fact that we're in this point where we talk about one side, there needs to be a conversation about the other aspect of it as well, because it doesn't just go one way.
But here's what I'm gonna say, and it's true. Each side thinks they're right though on how they do things.
Yeah. And that's
yeah. It's not going to change like that,
Back to the whole, we need to have a neutral conversation.
Politics money kills. Yeah.
We need to take politics out of our everyday problems, and we need to discuss how to solve these problems in a bipartisan manner and how to do it efficiently and effectively without it becoming a political nightmare, because too often things become political, which then cause drama, which eventually destroy relationships and all that kind of stuff, which is not good. Which brings us right back to our mental health discussion.
It really does. Okay, Doc, you rush blue from the side, then I'm into non-breaking bed.
I'm just going to go straight in.
Come on in. Just distracts the guy. I got whatever fireballs this time. Listen, I ain't scared of no ghosts.
So, okay. Do you have any questions now?
Oh! No, how'd they do that? How'd they come from behind me? That was weird, I'm sorry.
Oh.
They got me from the back. I was like, wait a second. What just happened? Actually, you know what? Plan required. I'm gonna do a new plan, but it might not work, so.
Okay, so now I have a question, another question that I would like to ask you.
Okay.
Do you believe that education should be something required in order to get a job? Do you believe that everybody should have an education in order to essentially obtain a job and become successful? Because that seems to be a very big debate that, you know, you don't typically have to go to college to be successful. What's your thought?
Man, I'm a college dropout. I hope I don't have to do that to be successful.
No, but do you believe that the whole entire world is achievable without a college degree?
I don't know.
Because the rhetoric seems to be that people believe that you're able to achieve, you know, a medical degree with. Some people, believe it or not, think that you can be a doctor without going to medical school and doing it all online at home by yourself.
I don't believe that.
Do you? What'd you say?
I don't believe that.
See, but here's the question. Would you trust them?
No.
Okay. Do you believe that you can be a lawyer and not have to go to law school?
No.
Do you believe that you can be a dentist and not go to dental school?
Nope, you gotta go to dental school.
Right. Do you believe that you could be a CEO and not have to go to college?
Yeah.
Right. Now,
you realize that no, you don't need to go to college to be a CEO.
no. But do you think you need to be go to college to be a what's a good example? Do you feel that you need to go to college to be an engineer?
No.
Why not?
It just depends on what you're engineering, I guess. But no, I don't think college is gonna be everywhere, and I don't think you're not going to college means you're not going to be successful in life. I know a lot of college dropouts, Doc. I do. And I know people who own 3 McDonald's locations in a 20-mile radius and is multi-millionaire. You know what I mean? I know multi-millionaires. And they're like, you don't need college, you just gotta work.
Believe it or not, I actually truly believe that you can be successful without going to college. I do think that's possible, but at the same time, I do believe that there are things in life that are not achievable without that kind of education.
Right.
As previously mentioned, like for an example, medicine. You can't go into medicine without a college degree.
Did I get the last kills?
You did.
I threw 5 fireballs and I killed both of them. Haha. I had like an intercept with 5 stacks of iron, so I just started to grab fireballs. Sorry. Oh, what was your question again? I'm sorry, I kind of game.
Oh, not this sniper detected kind of bull crap. Anyway. I don't know. Am I just going on a rant?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we've covered some pretty important topics.
Let's talk about politics.
If you really want to, we can.
No, I'll get banned off YouTube.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, he just,
I mean, I wouldn't say we've covered politics, but we have talked about things that could be considered political views.
oh, yeah.
So now here's the question. Do you believe education is too much?
Define too much.
Like, for an example, an average Ivy League school is $75,000 to $80,000 a year.
Yes and no. It's your choice. You don't have to go to an Ivy League school to do it to prove anyone wrong. There's no job that says you cannot receive this job if you go to an. You must go to an Ivy League school and pay $80,000 a year to get this. There's not a job like that. It looks good on a resume, but no job requires you to go to an Ivy League school.
Right, you're correct. And the thing is really $80,000 worth of tuition and, living does not all go back to your education.
Right.
It goes to the campus,
The teachers.
the faculty. It does not go back to your education always. Maybe 20,000 of it, maybe.
Taxes.
Right. That's the problem. Is people are money happy, which is what's causing issues in society.
Right. I don't know where you're going with this, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of losing it.
I don't know where you were going with this. I was like, don't know what you're talking about.
The point here is, I believe that education is important, but has to be affordable.
I don't know if I agree with that either, Doc.
Ah, you little. So now, okay. I'd like to ask you this one too. Do you think healthcare should be free? Go.
No.
Why not?
Who's gonna pay the doctors? Someone's gotta pay for that doctor in that building to be there. The power, the light, someone's gotta...
Yeah, I actually agree, because if you think of it, somebody has to pay for the utensils that they use to better serve you.
The utensils, the light,
Somebody,
the staff.
like the scalpel, the IV, syringes, all that crap.
Yeah.
Someone has to pay for that. Someone also has to pay for your medication. Someone has to pay for the doctors, for the receptionists, for the building. Who's going to pay for that? If insurance were free, if healthcare were free, who would pay for the necessities that are needed to provide services?
Well, people will say the government, but the government is...
Well, if taxes will soar higher than they do now.
Yeah.
Which would then basically barrel roll our economy and turn us into poor. More poor than we are. Anyways, enough of political.
Oh man, don't... Oh, I messed up.
What do you think about YouTube?
You know what? YouTube is great for some people. Have you seen all Mr. Beast's recent podcast?
No.
He was on Impulsive with Logan Paul. I don't know how you feel about the Pauls, but Logan had Mr. Beast on.
Interesting.
Mr. Beast hires one person a month. Every month. At least one new hire a month.
I'm sorry, but Personally, I feel like YouTube was at its prime 5 years ago.
I want to debate you and say no. Look at Mr. Beast right now. He's breaking. Mr. Beast
Tell you,
is breaking.
the apocalypse destroyed YouTube.
And see, I can't say that because I have premium now and I don't have ads.
Too, but I still, well, what bothers me is the fact that creators can't be who they want to be.
What do you mean by that?
They can't speak freely with the words they choose. They're forced to censor what they have to say, which should never be what's happening. But sadly, they're forced to censor, as an example, swear words. They're not allowed to swear on YouTube. I feel like in a way that's wrong.
Sorry, YouTube. Don't do that. Don't take me off the air. We love you, kinda.
I mean, don't you see my point?
Oh yeah. Bye bye.
They should have. I mean, people. Ever since Apocalypse has happened, people have trashed YouTube because of this. Because, people used to be able to say what they wanted to say and how they felt, and it wouldn't have affected, their income.
Well, see, I think. Think about it. Look at Roman Atwood. He wouldn't move to Instagram.
Huh?
Roman Atwood moved everything to Instagram.
See, but that's a prime example of people losing faith in YouTube and losing their compassion in the platform. The platform has definitely taken what's the right word? It has definitely taken a decline in especially YouTube personality.
I don't know how to say that.
People can't swear. I'm just going to go out there and say this now. People can't swear. People love swearing on YouTube. That's like the key point of YouTube. You can swear in music, but you can't swear on YouTube videos. Let's be honest. What makes a multi-million-dollar artist different from a YouTuber who wants to voice their opinion?
Well, a lot of things. A lot of things. What?
It shouldn't make a difference.
But it does. I think
but why?
I curse and this, but it's not something that I don't think we should normalize as a thing. I don't think it should be a normalized thing for people to curse. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I think, to be honest, I feel like it doesn't help that almost every song that's #1 trending is explicit. If they're trying to make an example, then they need to start censoring music.
But they won't do that. They'll go to Spotify.
Money. Back to the whole money philosophy. They won't because there's money. If there was not money involved, swearing would probably be illegal.
Just like the tobacco companies and farmers. Oh, hey, oh. That was the first time I died all game, by the way. Red, don't try me. Please don't try me this game. I got 4 kills and I just died for the first time. I'm doing okay.
I have 7 kills.
But I haven't died once, though.
Plus you have diamond gear. Try hard.
Well, it's just called no. What?
I have chainmail.
If you could have diamond gear, you would have diamond gear. I know you.
If I had diamond gear right now, I'd be dominated.
Well, you just haven't asked me for emerald. I have 7. You just haven't asked me for emeralds yet. Did you just die?
Yeah.
Haha. Not really.
Screw you.
Well, okay, tell me when and where. You want to go try hard, or you just want to go try hard?
I want to go try hard.
So I'm buying Obsidian?
Yeah, get Obsidian. Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Okay. I don't know if you want diamond armor or what. I was just giving you the option.
No. No, well, yeah, I'll take diamond gear.
Okay, come back to base.
Give me a second.
Okay.
What do you think about national debt?
That's an issue.
Do you believe that people have too many credit cards?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, in my opinion, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't care if people have credit cards or whatever, and they use them for things. That's fine. They have every right to do that. But where I have a problem is when they can't afford to do it. They can't pay
fuck you.
for it. They can't, what?
Oh, I love you too.
I'm not referring to you.
Well, you should be.
No, but there's people who cannot afford to pay their debt and then file bankruptcy.
Yeah, that's bad.
I know that there are people who literally go take vacations and spend $10,000 on a vacation and then go buy a brand new car and do things that they don't need to do with credit cards that they can't really afford to spend with, that do it and then can't pay it, and that's where the national debt average goes up every single year. And that's why we have problems, because people don't know how to pay debt. And with interest, it doesn't help.
Yeah. By the way, we have Obby on the bed, so I'm ready to kill people now. I'm pretty OP. We got enchanted swords.
But yeah, I support credit cards. I think people should be able to have them and use them, but I think there should be a limit.
I mean, since I'm in the Apple ecosystem, I'm getting the titanium Apple card.
I
just applied, I'm getting a new card next week.
You're getting the Apple card, aren't you?
I got the Apple card. I have good enough credit to do that, but I'm not going to use it. Right now, all my credit cards are in the safe. I don't use them. I'm gotta pay off like $3,000 in 2 months, and then I'll pull a couple back out. But I messed up. But
cough. Debt, interest is a problem.
But not for me. I have a plan.
What's that?
We have a business.
Credit card fraud?
What do you mean credit card fraud? No. No. I'm just going to pay it out of the business money and then pay the business back and avoid interest fees like that. You know what I mean? Just borrow money from my grandpa. You know what I mean? Borrow the money from family and then just pay it family back and then forget about the debt. One
thing I've learned is borrow money from family, never expect it to be paid back.
Exactly. No, I'll pay it back. I work for him. You know what I mean? He's having my paychecks every week. He knows what I'm making. He knows what I'm in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. I hope you know what rooms are.
Emeralds, by the way.
Huh?
2 emerald.
Yeah, actually I have 2 right here. Boop, boop. Don't let them take it. No, freak you. Got you, Doc. Yeah, well, I'm trying to get you diamond gear because, if we have a hobby of me diamond gear, we pretty much won the game. Well, we do have prot. What prot do we have? Oh, we have prot 2. Oh, man.
You that.
Huh? Really? A knockback stick? You are literally... Knockback stick. He has a knockback stick. Be careful. Those knockback sticks are stupid.
No, they don't. What knockback stick?
Dead.
Hey, you get what I'm saying?
I got what you were saying. I don't think he had a diamond pickaxe either. Just saying.
Oh, that's right. We have obsidian.
Yeah, I wasn't too worried that I died. I was like, yeah, I'll just want to kill you. You don't have a diamond pick.
Okay, here's a question.
Oh no, a lot of questions tonight.
Do you like Walmart? Like, what's your personal thoughts and opinions on Walmart?
I know what the future in Walmart holds that like the public doesn't know yet.
Which is
80% of the sales are going to go to online grocery, and they don't want people in the stores by like 2026. That's a true statistic thing. They don't want people in the stores shopping. They want it to be like Amazon. They're going to bring it out to you every day. That is a true thing, and it's happening. I've seen the messages from corporate. That's a true thing. Scary.
yeah, but that does not surprise me at all. Actually,
But it shows you how like we're not going to be able to go in stores and pick out our own groceries one day in the future. It's going to be like a
see,
warehouse.
I'm gonna say this now. I'm lucky enough that Walmart is not a common store that I shop at. You know, so it's not. What was that?
It's not common for you to shop at Walmart. Okay.
No.
Let me bring something up. Sam's Club is Walmart.
I know, but still, it's not. There's not a million locations by me. It's not the only store I can shop at.
Oh well, right here for me. I mean,
I'm lucky enough to have Kroger in my area, which there's a zillion of their stores. Obviously, there's quite a few WalMarts as well because I live in a big metro. But although there's a lot of them combined, when you think of the grocery store, you don't think of Walmart.
yeah.
You know, you think of you don't think of a grocery store as Walmart. You think of Walmart as one of those stores in which people don't even save money at it anymore. It's just like a general store. It's like Target.
I'm going to disagree there. In my area, Walmart really is the cheapest for a lot of things.
I think it varies in the area. Quite honest.
Because, like, I promise you, like, I can spend $100 at another store and get 3 bags. At Walmart, I'm carrying like 12 out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, for here, Kroger is the ideal place to shop. I don't know about you, but
Walmart.
For us,
it really is Walmart.
Kroger is cheaper than Walmart. Walmart is no longer the cheapest people in town. They don't have the lowest prices anymore.
Really?
At least here.
Wow.
But that also varies by state, depending on state taxes
Wow.
and other things that impact the outcome of prices and stuff like that.
Right. I think we got a good conversation. I'm glad I hit record. By the way, we need to like play more often than just like once every 2 weeks.
Huh?
We need to play Minecraft more than like once every. Really?
We do.
Yeah, we do. I blame you. It's all your fault.
How many kills do you have?
4 actually.
That's it?
Yeah, I kind of just been getting emeralds and staying back. I really haven't been fighting too much. Got to kill a blue guy. Hi, buddy.
I have 17 kill.
Yeah, I figured. I really haven't been fighting. I really haven't fought much. I've been winning like over half my battles. I'll be able to just kind of been.
Although these two blue dudes are actually halfway decent, but you know, I don't know how, but I just have somehow better stuff than them. I don't really know how.
I'm about to do double emerald or double obsidian or stuff.
You're about to double obby it?
I got 8 emeralds. Why not? Nine emeralds. Huh. What do you think about the double lobby?
Hold on, I need to make a phone call.
You need to make a phone call? Is your mom? Okay. He's alive, kinda. Oh, I don't know. There's a double lobby that's not. It's hard to call. Got 10 emeralds put up safe and sound. Probably could double lobby it just for the memes. And the memes. I see. Okay, you're gonna look. I'm coming. I saw you fighting down there. Oh, I don't have blocks. You tipped 7 players. How did I tip 7 players? I just tipped like everybody at the game basically. Did you get a tip? I give you guys tips on how to win. You're welcome. I don't know if I want to double lobby this or not. Wake up! If you can hear me, double lobby, yes or no? Oh, why not? Oh, here, diamond swords? Double lobby or diamond swords? Hey. Okay. Let's get ready for a toxic last player. We're gonna win this game because we're amazing. I don't know if I've ever bought. Yo, I'm gonna give you the win. GG then. GG. Oh really? He gave us the win. What did he do? He just runs the void. Okay. Okay, give me the win. GG. But I don't like when people do that. Someone's here and leaving here and leaving.
Sorry, I'm back. I was trying to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you for that. That's good. I ate when we were going to do the CSGO thing, and like I made food then. So that's why I did for dinner. So, that was a good win, by the way, I think. Are you gone? You're gone again. Wake up, Mickey Mouse!
I'm coming for you.
Finally.
It's that time that I come and I kill you.
Not time.
It's time that I break into your house and I take the shards from your window and shove it down your throat and burn you.
You know what we should do?
You need to buy me MVP++. Anyway.
We should buy Hypixel.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure you
You have a couple $1 million in your bank account?
Oh, I think we buy it for less than a few million, don't you?
Huh?
Oh, it would be only 50,000-60,000.
Lucky for you, I'm secretly a multimillionaire. I mean nothing. Kidding, I'm not. I wait.
Damn it, you're not a multi-millionaire. We would be rich.
If that were true, I'd be able to go to college and pay for it.
Be able to have 5 different houses right now.
Yeah, I'd probably be out there with you in my mansion, but no.
That sounded gay, but okay.
Whoa, don't assume. Homophobic.
Not biasing. Boom, 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 boom.
Homophobe. You ever tired of that?
So are you, though. It's okay.
It's not true.
I don't know.
So what do you think about that one chick who died? Body was dropped.
Well, Dog the Bounty Hunter's looking for him right now.
Excuse me, what?
Dog the Bounty Hunter, you know him?
Yeah.
He came out today saying he was looking for Brian. That's right.
No, no, really?
Yeah, Dog the Bounty Hunter's coming. He's screwed.
Imagine it's just. Did you hear about Dog the Bounty Hunter and his wife?
Well, his wife died of cancer, I thought.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's back bounty hunting. He's looking for Brian right now. I'd be scared.
Did you ever watch Dog the Bounty Hunter on TV?
God, that was my favorite show. They took it off Netflix.
Yeah, me too. I loved it too. But
The dog, the big
Dog
dog,
Hunter.
the bounty
Yeah,
hunter.
it was a great show. But
Do you remember the episode where it was Baby Lisa
I
Smackdown?
was very confused of where they were. Were they in Hawaii or were they in Colorado?
They don't want you to know that, dummy.
But why were they in both places?
Well, now he's going for this Brian guy, so like,
He's in Utah.
what? Is that Utah? But think about how much money in that case, probably.
It's either Utah or Wyoming, one of the two.
There's probably a lot of money in that case. I'm not ready to say.
I'm pretty sure there's a couple $100,000 in that case.
That's why Dog the Bounty Hunter was like, yeah, I'll go to work today.
Profile that sucker is. I mean, it's probably one of the most high-profile cases out there.
Well, I don't know if Dog.
Although I do think it's kind of wrong that a YouTuber is getting so much attention. Like, people get murdered and stuff every day.
But was Gabby a YouTuber? Is that why it's such a big deal?
Yeah, but Gabby's a Gabby. Like, what makes her so important besides she's a YouTube person. Like, what has she done in her life that's made change?
I don't know, and I probably never will understand it.
Exactly.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me. Listen.
I'm sorry, but to the people who actually like her,
it's a terrible thing that happened. Very terrible thing.
it's awful. I feel bad. I really do.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't take priority over other problems in our world right now.
Well, it's like George Floyd.
No, it's not.
You don't think so?
No, I think George Floyd was much more important than this.
Oh, well.
That's a real problem. I mean, Gabby, whatever her name is, I don't even know her last name. I mean, it's bad she died. Like, everyone can agree that it's bad that, she was murdered, I think? Something like that.
Yeah, the Brian got murdered.
Well, no one can deny that that's bad. But at the same time, she's a YouTuber. What makes her more special than an average person?
Nothing. But I think the big deal is they can't find Brian now, the guy who killed her. I don't think it's as much as her death as in, like, there's
it's called he's a homicide mastermind.
And he needs to be in jail before the next person dies.
Yeah, but at this point, I kind of feel like with the technology they have today, how have they not found him yet?
He's a mastermind. You literally just said it.
Here's all I can say. If he has a phone, they can find him.
No, the phone's left at his parents' house. He doesn't have his phone. He's off the grid.
Interesting.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, I'm kidding. I wonder if they'll ever find him.
Oh, they will.
You really think they will?
Oh, yeah.
What if he's in Mexico?
The Mexican... They'll find
The
him.
Mexican government's not going to help. Let's just get that clear. If you commit a crime and you flee to Mexico, that's it.
He's in the bed, by the way. In the bed.
The bed's dead.
But there's a red guy in the bed trying to kill me.
Yeah, well, he's stupid.
He's right there. He's right there. He's right there. Are you alive?
No.
Why out and play the game? Why don't you... Nope. Just what we're gonna do.
Huh?
Spectate me real fast. Get out of the bed! Wow, that was a terrible move on my end. Oh fuck! More TNT. Oh. I'm gonna kill this guy. We're gonna get more TNT. Why did he silverfish me? That was a bad move on his end. Oh, you don't know! No! 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 You won't beat me on this one. Are you trying to kill me? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Wake up.
Oh, this is going to be my last game.
Why?
I have to go make some dinner. I have an essay to go finish. I have to submit some stuff. You know how it goes. Wait, it's hitting you?
They were bowing me.
I swear I just blocked an arrow.
Good job. Like, this is your last game, or we're playing one more after this?
I mean, wake up. No, this is it for me, I think.
Wow. I don't how many blocks. I don't know where I'm going.
Well, I guess, no, yeah, we'll play one more.
I figured.
AKA like 5.
Yeah.
No, really, one more.
Nah, like 5. Make a new bridge. When all else fails, make a new bridge. I took all the emeralds and I'm gonna give them to him. I'm gonna throw him off the edge. Oh, you give me a sad face. You get a sad face, you don't get emeralds. You're not good enough for an emerald yet. Look at me, look at me. Emeralds! There you go. You have one of the 8. Doctor, who's... Oh wait, is there one red guy left?
Hold on.
Doctor, where's the last guy at? See him.
He's at the diamond generator between yellow and green.
I fucked up.
And you just swore on stream. Shame. Yeah, he sees you.
Well, yeah, he told me.
He's gappling. He's gappling. Here he is. Here he is. Here he is. Yeah. Oh! Oh! If you just didn't gapple, you could have gotten him.
Probably.
Oh! That other dude's gonna disconnect.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we can win this. So when you leave me after the next game, I don't know what... Oh. I don't know what I'm gonna do after this. I got no plans.
You're gonna grow foot. Foot.
Alright.
Oh, foot.
Why is my snap map? Oh, man. It's like... Do you ever stalk people on Snap Map?
Yeah, actually, I have before, yeah.
I have too. I can't tell you who. Oh, wait, it was you.
I mean, is it wrong?
No. I'm back. Oh, we got yellow as MVP plus pluses. Great. Great. What do you want to talk about this last game?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain from the flight deck. I'd like to take a second and welcome you to the thedrfiremix flight today, service to Hypixel. We're gonna have a bumpy little ride here today as we begin our descent into middle. In just about 5-6 minutes here, we're gonna be on the ground at middle, and we hope to pick up some cargo and begin our trip back home. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of our flight to middle. Thank you.
Oh, that's so hard. Oh,
You little. I can't say that. Give me my emeralds!
Give me my emeralds!
No. Loser.
Well, how'd you have 2 fireballs, by the way?
What?
How'd you have 2 fireballs?
I bought that.
With what money?
With your foot money?
Did you use Uncle Joe's stimmy money?
No.
Why is there...
I used, actually, you know what? Yeah, I used Joe's stimmy money, yeah. Yep. Crazy Uncle Joe's stimmy money, that's me. Yep.
Don't call me.
All something billion trillion of it. Yep, that was me. I put our country in bankruptcy. Anyways. Go away, you sucker! I want my emerald! Because emeralds are bae. Hey, foot. Do you have any foot? You have a foot?
I didn't take your emerald. It's okay. Wasn't me.
Dang it, I said not. Can you say he said no? Thank you. You guys want to rush green? Shut up!
God, you don't.
You idiot. I swear, this is why I don't like you.
You don't like me?
My generator!
It likes me. I need... How many more do you need?
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Yeah! That course green is rushing us. I really don't care. You got the emerald, didn't you?
I got both emeralds, bitch!
You know what? I'm gonna leave you.
After this game, yeah. After this game,
That's it. I'm leaving you.
No, you're not. Don't do this. How many emeralds?
How many do you have?
Huh?
How many emeralds do you have?
None.
Stop lying, you little idiot. How many do you have?
I have none, where are you?
In your chest. How many do you have in your inner chest?
None! Hey.
What'd you spend it on?
Doc. None.
I hate you. You know what? Frick.
Yes, I live. 5, 4, 3, 2,
I truly hate you. Get away from me.
Not by you. I just gotta do it.
You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I can't.
Oh, it's okay. It's all love. Come back, rejoin. I have your emeralds.
No, I'm actually done. Goodbye.
No, get back here. No!
No!
We need to talk politics. Oh, wow, he left.